Hi, Robin Papworth from Play Move Improve. I'm a developmental educator and I'm here today to help the children who just don't want to be doing homeschooling. I'm here to help the parents who are finding it really challenging motivating their kids to be homeschooling. They're finding their kids just aren't listening to them when they're trying to encourage them to do homeschooling. I'm here to try the best tips and tricks I can possibly try. I want you to know though that this is an unusual situation for all of us. It's an unusual situation for me, unusual situation for you. It's got to be confusing and frustrating for our children. So what I'm going to do is share some ideas for how we can get children to be motivated, how we can get them to want to be involved in homeschooling so that we can get the best possible outcome for them. Teachers are doing their very best to give the curriculum that suits most of the children in their classroom. Teachers have got this new world of a role that they've never experienced, that they never predicted for, that they've never been trained for. So I really appreciate to teachers first. Thank you for all that you're doing, because we know that this is really nerve-wracking and really overwhelming for you. To parents, please just know that you've got your heart in the right place. You're watching this video because you care, or you're listening to this podcast because you care. Please give yourself the pride and the encouragement that you need right now. You are trying your very best in a situation that is challenging. Most of you out there are parents with more than one child. You might have children who are at completely different stages of their development. High school students, primary school students, toddlers, preschoolers, babies, and you're trying to homeschool all of that when you've never done it before. You've never known what happens in a classroom before. You're probably getting information from teachers about persuasive, informative, literacy, numeracy, wondering what place value, what are all these words mean. So please give yourself the comfort and the encouragement that you deserve while you're trying to manage and navigate the current situation of social isolation. It's not homeschooling. What we're trying to do for our children isn't traditional homeschooling. I'm not a homeschooler. I've never studied homeschooling. What we're trying to do is teach our children in the home with a curriculum that teachers are doing their best to provide, but all of us are winging it. All of us are just trying the best we possibly can. There is nothing about COVID-19 in my textbook. I'm just doing the best I can with the trial and error that we're going to keep doing until all of this is over. To the little ones, to our kids, please try your very best. Mum and dad and your teachers are trying their best. So kids, we need you to try your best as well. It's a team effort. And when we're motivating kids to be involved in homeschooling, we have to talk about the importance of that team effort. We're all trying our best. This is not the ideal situation for any of us. Teachers would love to be back in the classroom where they belong, where they love, where they're most passionate. Parents would be loved to just back to the role of just being parents, not educator and parent. We just want to be our kids' parent, and kids want to be with their school friends. No one is in the ideal situation that they love. So let's just do the best we can. Number one strategy for getting through this is working as a team. How we work as a team is having really honest conversations with our kids about this not being ideal. We are all trying to do our best. So how can we get through it? What I love about kids is they have so many ideas once we ask them. For example, Hugh's idea is he will work and do his homework and do his schoolwork. But then what he would love for us to do is he loves board games, chess, battleships, anything. So he would love time to do work and then time to play board games. Fantastic. So for him, he's very time based. He wants to know that from 9 till 11, he does what he would say is schoolwork, and then from 11 till 3, he typically has free play, and then between 3 and 5, that's when he wants board games if he can. Mummy's undivided attention, whatever we can to get him feeling family connected. Isla's a little bit different. Isla wants to do sensory arty type play in amongst her work. So same age, they're both twins, same exact age, but one wants to be more structured. 9 to 11, I want to work to the clock and then finish. His twin wants to do it in increments. So for example, she'll do more across the day. So for today, she's done probably from 9 till about 1 o'clock, but she's tattled in amongst it. So for example, she has done a bit of work, done some finger knitting, did a bit more work, did some latch hook, did a bit more work. But as long as she did the work that we set out, then that was her done. So 2 same age kids, 2 different strategies. Phoebe at the moment is in kinder, so she is preschool. She's just learning through play. I'm not worrying about the academics of her day. She is just learning through play. Today she wanted to learn what some of the letters' names were. We gave her that. Yesterday she couldn't care less, so we just let her play. That's our goal for Phoebe at the moment. It might change next week when our kinder teacher becomes more involved in our homeschool plan, but at the moment she's more than happy just to be playing around the house and seeing what her brothers and sisters are doing. So number 1, what works for your child's structure? But alternate it with free play. It can't just be structured all day. They don't go to school and learn for 6 hours all day, flat out. They have recess, they have lunch, they have group discussion, they have watching the teacher explicitly teach them. There's so many different parts of their day. So if you can get an hour and a half out of your kid per day, you've done an amazing day. I believe that's my opinion. Number 2 is set out their day if they need it in what their tasks actually are. For example, Hugh likes to be having to know this structure. He likes rigid structure. He likes to know task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4, task 5, and then he wants to know his choice of rewards after it. So for example, he wants to know, first, I'm going to do a written worksheet. Second, I'm going to write a persuasive text. Third, I'm going to draw a picture. 4, I'm going to create something out of a resource that I have. So yesterday it was plastic drill bits where he had to use a plastic drill to put nuts and bolts in. That's his creative part. And number 5, I would like to document my day by taking photos on my watch, for example. But then he wants his 3 choices of rewards. He wants a choice of reward because he has trouble thinking up his own rewards. So before he does any of his schoolwork, we go, what are our rewards today? Our rewards today for him, he's chosen outdoor play, playing basketball. He's chosen chess. He loves to play chess. And he's chosen free play indoors with a balloon. That was his choice. That can change every day. But when he has 3 choices, he is the most focused. He feels most in control of his day when he has 3 choices. Isla's a little bit different. Isla would prefer a folder. So what I do for Isla is she has a folder of what she needs to do during the day. I write the list out for her, but I don't number it. I just write it. She picks what one she wants and she ticks it off once she's done. It doesn't need to be structured like her brother likes it structured. What I also try and do, my twins are 7, nearly 8. I let them write the list sometimes because I go, well, what would you do in a normal day? And before we knew what we were doing about homeschooling, I just asked them to write down what you do in a normal day. What is your normal routine? And we've pretty much followed that. We've followed, the only thing we've really missed is the morning prayer and the gratitude test because, the gratitude activity, because honestly, I forget that stuff. That's just not even, for me, that's not even part of our day yet. I'm sure once school comes back in and our homeschooling program starts in term 2, we might bring that back in. I'm not sure. But at the moment, I'm just going through the really basics. What I really want us all to do, teachers, parents, kids, is our expectations need to be realistic. I can't provide what a teacher provides in a classroom. I'm not qualified for that. I'm not an educator. I'm a therapist. I can do therapy, but as I said in one of my last videos, I'm a different therapist for my kids than what I am for my clients. My kids don't listen to me like my clients do. So I am way out of my depth here. So I need to adjust the expectations to what I can achieve in what the skills I have and the relationship that I have with my kids. Some days are going to be fantastic. Some days I'm going to get all the work that they need done. Other days we're going to get nothing done. It's going to be a free play screen time day because that's the survival that we all need to get through the day. Please be mindful of your own expectations. Small wins. If the child even just reads 1 chapter of a book, amazing. Celebrate it, praise it, and reward that effort. All I do, and what I spoke about in my last video, was I just reward effort more when there's more effort given. So for example, if I give this list and they're not listening, they refuse to even attempt number 1, then the rewards just aren't given. We're a team here. We come back to the start of we're a team here. I can't do this for you if you can't do this for me. that's life, really. It's harsh and it's horrible to say, but it's life. If you can't give me what we're trying to achieve here, then I can't give you what you're in hope of. And I do this with Hugh all the time because he struggles with doing things that he doesn't want to do. So it's going back to, we're a team. Teams have to work together. If you're going to play football, and I say this to Hugh all the time, if you're going to play football, you have to listen to your coach. You have to be part of that team. This is not just the Hugh team. And it's the same here. But if you're going to do 5 tasks that we've written in the day and you're going to do all of them, well, my goodness, I'm going to put so much effort into our board game because you have given me so much of your effort. It is, in a way, shared roles. I have to really praise him and really acknowledge his effort in those moments when he gives extra effort. But if he's not going to give any effort at all, then I'm not going to play chess. I'm not playing a board game. I'm not doing outdoor play. I might take him outdoors because obviously it's really important that all of our kids are getting outside, but I'm not going to give that energetic, excited mum that I would give if he gave me his full effort. So please be mindful of that. Hopefully that's given you some ideas for when our kids don't listen and our kids don't want to be involved in homeschool. As I mentioned at the start, let's start with having a really honest conversation with them. We are all out of our depth. None of us know how to do this the ideal way we want to. Let's work as a team. Even if you have to write down rules or ideas of what that would look like. How can we help our teacher? How can we help our parents? How can we help our siblings? How can we make this work? It's not ideal, but it's necessary. Then number 2, use all of your tricks that you have. Write things in to-do lists. Put them on post-it notes on their mirror. Give them a list of rewards that when they do their task, they get their reward. The more effort they give, the more reward that they receive. And lastly, please adjust your expectations of yourself. You are doing an amazing job. You are keeping a household going when we can't drop to the shops whenever we want. We can't take them to the playground, just sip a cup of coffee without having to stress. We are in isolation. So our role here is so different to any textbook that I have behind me. So please give yourself a hug. Give yourself the comfort and the encouragement that you deserve. Thank you to our teachers for all of their effort as they try and do the best they can. To every parent, keep going. We're here for you. Any comments, any questions, any support that you need, please reach out. If I can't help you, I have a team of teachers who may have an idea. So please don't be afraid to reach out. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Play Move Improve. You are doing amazing. If you get one task completed in the day, you celebrate it because it's more than what we would expect. So please look after yourself, take care, and stay healthy.